I think it is perfectly normal to assume that most people in our society have this view about our elderly people. Most people would think that when an elderly person reaches a certain age in which they can no longer make rational decisions, they no longer have the ability to manage their finance, their health, or the relationships in their lives, and they're suffering from a life limiting illness, the most human way to treat them is to not prolong their life anymore and let the illness take its course and let them go when it is time to go. So, no more shoving anything down people's throats, no more inserting all of these plastic tubes up their veins, no more giving these people a bunch of aggressive chemotherapy medications. Just let them go, man. Keep them comfortable, preserve any remaining dignity they have left, and let them go in the least painful way possible. I think most people would agree that this is a human thing to do. This is the way we should treat our elderly people. And I agree. I agree. When someone reached that stage and they can no longer make decisions for themselves, all we gotta do, all we have to make the decisions regarding this person's care moving forward is that advanced care directive, or what this person had wished to happen to them before they reached this stage. I think it's simple enough because you would want to make an important decision before you get to that stage in which you can no longer make decisions for yourself anymore. So yeah, that's how we respect the elderly people's wishes before they reach that stage. But when it comes to children, it is a different story. Children, they're young. Sometimes they can't really make decisions regarding their health or their care because they do not have that insight yet. They do not have the life experience or the knowledge of the world to make decisions, if you know what I mean. And sometimes when I think about these things, it really makes me question the existence of God. Now, those of you who knows me well, you know that I was a Christian. I was a very strong Christian. But things happened, and now my faith is a little bit shaken. I want to say that I still want to believe in God, but it comes from a place of desperation and need. I need there to be a God. I want there to be this loving God who cares about us and who will take care of us no matter what in the afterlife. I want to be there to be such a God. But now I don't know for sure anymore. And it comes from a place of desperation rather than faith and knowledge. I don't know if there is a God or not. I really don't know. Would a loving God allow this to happen? And apologists will tell me that, no, this is not the will of God. The will of God is for everyone to be saved and be in the kingdom of heaven. And that's where your life really starts, in heaven, because it's for eternity. But back to what I was saying before. Imagine this sort of things happen to me. I know what I want to do. I'm a young man. I have my life ahead of me. I have my career. I could potentially start a family one day. I have a beautiful, loving family beside me. I have beautiful friends. I have people caring about me. If I were to die tomorrow, a lot of people would be sad. I know this. I know this for sure. But yet, if I ever get to a stage in which I am incapacitated, I can no longer make decisions for myself, I can no longer move my body, lift weights, I can no longer feed myself or go to the toilet. I have no consciousness anymore. then I see no point in prolonging my life. I know what I want to happen to my body when I reach that stage. Don't prolong my life. Don't make me suffer anymore. Just let me go. When the time is right, let me go. You don't need to prolong my treatment. I'm happy to go. Donate my organs. Save another life. It's okay. But when it comes to children, man, it is a hard question to answer. What will I do if it's my child? What will I do when my child is in a vegetative state? Do I turn to the people around me and say, maybe it's best if we don't prolong their lives anymore? I wrestle with these thoughts a lot. Sometimes I think to myself, what if one day I get to become a father and I have a child, but suddenly my child one day loses all of its ability to move, becoming completely paralyzed and incapacitated, either because of injury, of illness, or because of negligence, either on my part or on the part of the healthcare workers, or because of some dumb, stupid, bad luck in general. What would all of this mean to me? What would this suffering mean to me? The child is now at my mercy. Its life depends on me. It cannot make a decision. It does not have an advanced care directive. Sometimes it's too late. Sometimes these things just happen suddenly. The child is too young to even express their needs and wants. What if my child becomes completely paralyzed and it has the locked-in syndrome in which it is completely aware of its surrounding? It can hear people talking. It's completely conscious and know exactly what's going on, but it just cannot move. It's become completely paralyzed. It's trapped inside a prison, its own body, completely incapacitated, can't move, can't do anything for itself. And I am responsible for my child's care. What would I do? Do I choose to prolong its life, hoping that one day the doctors will find a cure for this sinister disease? And then my child will snap out of the coma, being able to move again? Or do I choose to lessen this burden on myself and maybe on my child's life as well, to not prolong its life anymore, to say a painful sorry, my child, but I have to do this. Your mother and I have to do this. We're not going to prolong your treatment anymore. We're not going to prolong your life anymore. We're taking you off the monitors. You're not getting anything. I'm sorry, but you have to go. And I think that in these moments, I would really question the existence of God. I would be very angry at God, if there is a God. I would think to myself, why would you let this happen to me? What does all of this mean to me? Do these things mean anything to me? I cannot think of a good outcome out of this. Only pain, sorrow, and suffering. What does all of this mean to me? I would really ask God that question. I would pray to him that he would never let this happen to me. I know that I should be ready for this because it could happen. It could happen and I have to be ready for it. But I cannot be ready for it. No matter how much I think about this, I can not think of a good outcome. There will be pain, sorrow, and suffering always. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. Happy Sunday. God bless. And I hope that I will speak to you soon. And I hope that with time, clarity will come.